O'Brien from the band Kitlin, who's a 21st century modern day folk band. So this is Lesley O'Brien. Big hand.
Hello. I'd like to start with a poem I've written inspired by my family, including all the generations going back. It's really about working class resilience, despite the odds against them. Poverty, war, sickness, disease, poor housing. My poem is called Hope, and in it I imagine that hope is passed down in my family as a little package. And most importantly, in that little box is a hope for independence. Woo! So that future generations will no longer suffer the shocking conditions, the living conditions that many live under generation after generation. I'm proud to say it's in, if you're into Scottish poetry, it's in Poetry Scotland. So, hope. Hope was passed to me, a warm, tattered package, frayed with despair, tied tightly with the strength that infinite generations battered by injustice. A package is survival that binds its weave tight against the unrelenting attack of war and poverty. That binds its weave tight against the unrelenting attack of war and poverty. Choked with coal dust that seeped into lungs, stole breath of your menfolk, washed with babies' tears. Bound by a mother's need to love the others while her youngest lay still. Bound by a mother's need to love the others while her youngest lay still. Hope was passed to me, a warm, tattered package, heavy with wisdom of loving and giving, cleansed by resilience of weeping women. I hope was passed to me. Thank you. This next one, I'm joined by Jeremiah on the glockenspiel. This poem's called The Dumgoyne Goddess. It was inspired by the Dumgoyne Hill just outside Glasgow. And when I'm up close to Dumgoyne, I can see a female image. I can see in the rock, in the trees, in the fauna, this silhouette of a woman. I can see her ancient face, I can see her breasts and her body lying there. And I'd like you to imagine that she is the rising spirit of Scotland as she calls us for independence. And it goes like this. By Dumgoyne Mound, there's a goddess to be found. By day she lies a mummy in her tomb. At night, she rises out a Dumgoyne's womb. With bramble coat and fern fat fleece, she stumbles down by roots and clabber. Mid stour and beast and glowering moon, she sups Craigallum water. By swirling crow, she dips her toe and floats upon a lily pad. West Highland walkers come and go, oblivious to this bonny lass. But Carbeth hutters know her ways and feast upon her halcyon days. And if you truly wish to meet and touch her heart, by Froggy Lane alone at dusk you start. Ashkaba. It's my kick, I must come once per week. She haunts me, a baby of the universe, nestling against her weary breast of bracken, birch and elm. She doesn't scold me, she wins me o'er with whispers of contentment from the bow of her campsie helm. Blaws nae wind, but I feel the cold kiss of winter on my cheek, her gentle reminder that you must come once per week. It's my kirk, she is mine. Velvet green, stepping stones, I am hers, and she is mine. Thank you. I'm going to do a wee song for you now, and it's called Wrap My Heart. I co-wrote it with the fabulous Glaswegian songwriter Jim Byrne. He helped with the music. And when I was writing the words, I wanted to do it in the style of a Scottish ballad. But of course I had to dig quite deep to remember the Scots words. The words that my granny and grandpa used to speak, and I had to use a Scots dictionary, because I'm sure, like many of you, you were told when you spoke some Scots to speak proper English. So I've written it in Scots, and yeah. And it's a call and response between a mother and a child, and the mother is saying, you know, I'll always love you. The child is saying, I'm going to be quite naughty, I'm going to get up to no good. And she's saying, well, I will always love you. And there's a line in the song, I'll hansel ye fine with all that is mine. And basically she's saying that she'll give all her resources, as a mother usually does, to their child. And it makes me think about how Scotland, you know, it makes me angry at the resources that we have, the natural resources of wind and water and oil and people. And our Wains, there's 1 in 4 that are in poverty. You know, it's shocking that this is happening. So I'd like you to imagine with me a day when there's no more children in Scotland living in poverty. This is called Wrap My Heart.
People with special needs, the needs of independence.
And together we will remain. My bonny wee child, I'll have to bide. Hold ye close for the start. I'll hansel ye fine, we all that is tunnel